Game Radio, it's your boy Tony G, Big Lou. Tuesday night, lots to talk about. We got a playoff picture, a lot of last games last week turned out to be pretty eventful. A lot of meaningful games, um, which was really, which is really kind of cool for the last week because I know there were some that were. I mean, I guess it really didn't matter, but there was a lot of games that did. A lot of people trying to hit their bonus, which was pretty cool. We had obviously Thursday was New Year's, so we didn't have any New Year's football. So instead, we had late this time of year. You start getting football on Saturday. The Buccaneers managed to beat the Panthers. That was a
Hmm.
golly. That was a game there. I was
My
like, oh
goodness. The
yeah, what
rain. My goodness.
the
It
rain.
monsooned on them. It monsooned on them out there.
Oh, it did, and it was crazy because it was coming. And Bryce Young didn't have a bad day. He had
No.
one pick, two TDs. Baker Mayfield had 203 yards, one TD. But this is one of those games where knowing the weather, looking at the weather, really makes a big difference. Because when it raining like that, they were still throwing the rock around. I'll give them that. But you have to go,
Hmm.
okay, how much throwing? Is it going to be a low scoring game? Yes, it was.
And it
Um,
was, yeah.
yeah, I mean that it rained. It was like but it wasn't cold. You could
Hmm.
tell that it wasn't cold, but it was coming down. That's one thing
It was,
about
yeah, it
Tampa.
was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. But they end up with the same record. The only where Tampa Bay was better. Well, they were 4-4, equal on the thing, and the Panthers were 3-6 on the road.
Hmm.
They were three at home, six away. 3-6 away. Didn't travel well, but was a good game. Now, I'll tell you what, this Seattle 49ers game, that was another one
Oh,
that
man.
it wasn't full of a lot of um, exploding, but there was a lot of well coached, well defense.
Hmm.
Hats off to Seattle with that defense. They got
Yeah,
a defense.
man.
Damn
They got a defense. And the offense made plays when they needed to
right.
get them that to squeeze that victory out.
McCaffrey, he he didn't have a big day rushing. He didn't have a big day. He had 70 total yards. Um,
Hmm.
and we definitely, I looked at a lot of props and stuff, but this is one of them games. Underscore is going to be a defensive game. We already knew that. Uh, and but it was like I said, it was a very good game. Um, Saints almost pulled out another victory,
Yeah,
almost. Um,
almost pulled out a victory. But I think the Saints heard Baker Mayfield's post game press conference about him not liking them, and they was like, okay, if you don't like us, then we'll throw the game and let Carolina win.
that's funny. Yeah, Kirk
Let
Cousins.
Carolina get that seat.
Yeah, Carolina. That's right. Um, it was like I said, it was a pretty good. It was a pretty good.
It's a pretty decent game.
Yeah, pretty decent game. Now that Robinson, they're rushing Bijan. This week he
Bijan
had,
Robinson.
yeah, he had
Yeah,
33 yards. I think last week he had over 200 yards. I'm like,
yeah, that's how it happens.
yeah, and I mean I know
And
wasn't a game that meant anything to either one of them, but it was playing for pride. And
yeah, and as a result of the victory, the Atlanta Falcons have gotten rid of their head coach and GM.
really,
Yeah, yeah, they let go of the GM and head coach. Arthur Blank is not playing around. He said, okay, you have Michael Penix, you have Bijan Robinson, you have Kyle Pitts, you have Pearson. What are we doing here? And then you wouldn't go get Kirk Cousins. What are we doing here? No,
Yeah.
you guys got it. You guys got it. And then, I've been having losing records for 8 seasons now. That's not how I do it. So they're bringing in Matt Bryan to try to, to kind of help consult. Uh,
Okay.
so we'll see how that goes. Well, that's what's in the news about that situation.
Well, there was a lot of high hopes for Atlanta for the last couple of years, and we both thought they were going to be in the mix, and they really haven't been. I mean, they just
Nah,
haven't.
I mean, they never recovered from the Super Bowl.
Good point.
They,
Good
ne-
point.
they never recovered from that Super Bowl. The coaches left. All of that mojo just went away. The coaches left. They went, and now they're doing bigger and better things. Quarterback retired, and now he's going to try to help that front office put a winning team in Atlanta.
I think they got the talent. I mean, I really do. I really think they got. There's a lot of talent, a lot of young talent
Yeah.
there,
Now,
and I mean,
one thing here. Go ahead, Tom. Because
and
I,
they were just what I was going to say was, and they finished 8-9, so you a couple games there, and you're in the playoffs. You're not, I
right,
mean, it's not that
right,
um, just very inconsistent though.
yeah. And what I was about to say is, if you're a defensive minded coach and you're a head coach, it is imperative that you get the top notch offensive coordinator that you can, so that he
Yes.
can take care of that, so he can take care of that side of the football while you have your defensive coordinator on his side of the ball, and then you're just the overall team morale builder. But I've seen a lot of defensive minded coaches lose their jobs because the offense is lacking thereof. Now, offensive minded coaches that have good coordinators, you know, their team seems to be doing a little bit better. New England Patriots, for example.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, with very good. We'll talk about them later. But I was just saying, I just want to put that out there that these guys need to really, really look into, get the top offensive coordinator to run that offense for you.
Yeah, I totally agree. Cleveland beats Cincinnati. Joe Burrow's played the whole game. I guess they weren't playing for anything. Sanders didn't have a huge day, but they won. They pulled out the victory. He didn't have
Hmm.
any. He didn't have any interceptions. Threw for like 111 yards. Joe Burrow had 3 TDs. I mean, Joe Burrow's going to put up some numbers.
Yeah.
But I think we talked about this. I mean, you go back 3, 4 years, and I said, man, I think that was it. That was the peak. He went to the Super Bowl, and
Hmm.
it has gotten worse every year. They've fallen down. Then they went here, and then all right, now they just made the play, and now they're 5-11. He has health. He has health issues. He doesn't have. I mean, he gets hammered. He has no protection,
Hmm. No
and they don't have.
protection. Yeah. And to add fuel to the fire, Tony, I was looking at the NFL news to add fuel to the fire. Uh, they have released Kevin Stefanski as head coach, Cleveland. They're doing a
Yeah,
full. They're in full reset mode. So he's been relieved of his head coaching duties uh, with the Cleveland Browns. So that means that they're going to bring in uh, someone fresh, new, and maybe they're going to go ahead and run with Shador as their starting quarterback. I
I mean
still
he's
feel
work.
like he's doing the work. I feel like I'm not sure. I mean, he makes some good plays, but the only problem I have or issue I might have is holding on to the football too long and the wide turn scramble out of a situation. Like when the pocket
Right.
collapse, there's this wide, turn that he does, which I know he does that to see the field and throw to the open person. But in the NFL, you don't have time for that unless, you're one of the elites like the Lamars, the Johnsons, or the Patrick. He's got a long way to go. But it'll be exciting to see what type of head coach they bring in there to help Shador and to help that team and definitely get an offensive line. Definitely. That should be their priority.
Miles Garrett broke the record, um,
Yes.
sack record. He got a sack. Um, so that was cool. But yeah, good win for them. And I think you're right. I think going forward, I mean, stick with Shakur and just and see what you can do with him. I mean, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. I mean, but he needs tools around him. Um,
Hmm.
and you go back to the Seahawk game, and you're looking at Sam Darnold, a guy that a lot of people threw away, and now
Yeah.
he's not saying he's and that's somebody was, but he's a really good quarterback, and he's no, he don't have every quarterback has their deal, but that's the kind of quarterback that you can win a Super Bowl with, especially when you have a
Absolutely.
defense. They build it around what you need. And
Right.
the Packers and the Vikings, I don't know. I mean, the Vikings ended up with a decent season. They were,
Yeah.
yeah. And I know Jordan Love didn't play, um, and JJ McCarthy played. He had a good day. I mean, he didn't throw any interception, 180, and it was one of those low, low, low games again, like they usually have.
Hmm.
And this is one, like JJ McCarthy. Uh, he's one of them quarterbacks that you got to watch if you're going to bet him on the props, especially yardage. He's not going to put up huge numbers, depending what you
Right.
get him at. I mean,
Right.
that's this will give me. And then the under hit, so that was cool. But yeah, the Minnesota ended up with well, at least ended up with a winning season after Darnold. I mean, because I didn't know what. I mean, so they did make. So I mean, they're coming off of 14-3 season, but still though, the Cowboys and the Giants. The Giants won, and I know Dak didn't play a bunch. Um, Jason Dart played a bunch. I don't know what's the next move for the Cowboys.
Oh, go after Max Crosby. Go
Well, they
after
need
Max
more.
Crosby. And they also need corner now that they released Stephon D or Trey D.
Stefan, yeah,
Trey. Yeah,
yeah,
Trey
yeah.
D. So oh, they gotta get a corner, they gotta get a linebacker. And I think their offense is good. If they keep Pickens, their tight ends are coming along. I think their offense is okay. I just think they need a middle linebacker, a threat, and now they need a shutdown corner.
Yeah. Other than that, they're good. That's what
Yeah. Other than that, everything else is working on us.
the Jaguars and the Titans. The Jaguars made easy work of the Titans,
Oh
uh,
man, did they?
41-7.
Woo.
Uh,
Sunshine and
Sunshine, yeah, he played. He
Sunshine
yeah
and
he played for a
Duval.
while. Yeah, he uh
Hmm.
he he had 255 yards. Cam Ward didn't play long. Hey, the Titans are going to get some more draft choices, so that won't be
Hmm.
terrible. Um,
Right.
but the
Is this the
Jaguars
sun?
just
Yeah.
yep.
Is this the sunshine? Is this the sunshine that we've been looking for the last 2, 3 seasons?
I think it is. I think it is. We're going to find out. We'll talk about who they play um,
Hmm.
this weekend in the playoffs. I think they have a legit shot. Um, the Colts, and the Texans. This was
Hmm.
actually for a second there, um, because I guess they set. Rivers, because they had Riley Leonard in there, who actually did not a
Yeah,
bad.
Di-
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. He wasn't that bad.
no, it wasn't. He had an interception, but he threw for some yards, and they really gave it. I mean, Houston pulled it out. I mean, they won by 8, but I
Hmm.
mean, it was a heck of a game. Let me see. Go here. Let me go here. I'm gonna go. Where's all right. Then we had the Bills and the Jets, and they Trubisky played for a while, saving everybody for this weekend's game. I think the Jets um, their Jets are going to make all kind of changes. They've had so many head coaches, so many GM. I don't even know where you. I mean, I know being a carousel of general managers and coaches isn't good because you can never build a you know who are we? What are we? What are we about? I mean, it's a
Right.
constantly a swinging door. Um, so and then you had the Lions. You had the Lions and the Bears.
Hmm.
The Lions ended up with a winning season.
Yeah.
Not going. Yeah, Jared
Not
Goff had
going
a
to.
he.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has his numbers are. Um, he's a great. He's great for the prop bets. I ain't gonna lie. He puts up some numbers. So I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, but they're not going anywhere. Let me see. So Carolina ended up winning that division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Atlanta beat the Saints, it gave Carolina the number one seed in the NFC South.
And what's crazy, the NFC North, no one, I mean, nobody had a losing record. Nobody.
No.
That's tough. That's NFC. I mean, um, and the NFC West, I mean, you realize the NFC West, Seattle was 14-3, Los Angeles was 12-5, San Francisco was 12-5. I mean, that's some and Jacksonville
Yeah.
snubbed out Houston, which I think is going to be a um, which I think is going to be a huge
Hmm.
scores. All right, we can pull that back up. The Chargers and
Yeah.
the Broncos. The Broncos
Hmm.
19-3.
Hmm.
Um, Broncos earn number one number one seed. But here, check this out. And it's really kind of crazy. Not crazy, but it's just um, Bo Nix, 14 for 23, 141 yards. I
Yeah.
mean, it's going to come down to for Denver. I think it's going to come down to it ain't going to be coaching because they're already well coached. Whether or not the real Bo Nix will come, that's what I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. I agree with you. Will
Because
Bo Nix
they're
show up?
yeah, which Bo Nix?
Yeah.
Um,
Which one?
so that's the other factor. The Chiefs and the Raiders. Our friend Dan was there. That's why I was posting that. He was there live at the Chiefs
Okay.
Raider game. Yeah, Raiders game. I
Okay.
was posting all kind of stuff on the sports book.
Yeah.
Raiders won. I mean, it was a nothing. I mean, it meant nothing. Hopefully, the Raiders. I mean, that Pete Carroll got fired today. Um,
Hmm.
and I don't know. One year, I guess because he brought Geno Smith with him. I guess that was the. I don't know. I mean,
Uh,
Geno just did. I mean, but that was the reason why he was a backup quarterback at one time. You know,
he had flashes, and
yeah,
then
yeah,
he'll revert back to the old Geno.
absolutely. And we're paying him a lot of money, and but as we will see, here's the other thing that some people aren't realizing. There ain't a whole bunch of top coaches. There just isn't. There's no. I mean, there's. I mean, there's only a couple. It ain't like it used to be. All the good coaches are have a team. Now they're looking at people that have failed before, people that have, that used to be an offensive coordinator, that were pretty good. You know what I mean? But most people are most. It's I mean, there's only so many good coaches.
Right.
So the Rams in the Cardinals, Rams 37-20, and I think like we talked about earlier, I think we're gonna see a bunch of moving around with
Yeah, the
Cardinal.
Rams are going to be a problem. They're
Yeah,
going to be a
they are.
problem in the NFC playoff picture.
Well coached, same old. Well
Hmm.
coached, um, just a good team. Doesn't usually make a lot of mistakes. Um,
Right.
so just um, it is what it is. But yeah, they're gonna be, and they played. Let me see. Stafford played. He had 259 yards, four four TDs. He was a and Jacoby Brissett 240 yards, two TDs, one. Um, but it's like him, Jacoby Brissett, good backup quarterback, really good backup quarterback, and can win you a couple games, but not week in week out. You know what I mean? Um, it's just not there.
Hmm.
You do Patriots and the Dolphins. I really was hoping the Dolphins were gonna come and play tough, but they didn't. They
Yeah.
got off that.
Yeah.
They got off that. They got off that plane and said, "Ooh, it's cold. Ooh." They didn't play. They played Quinn Evans as their quarterback. Ewers, I'm sorry, I couldn't remember. Drake May played for good a little bit, and then they had Joshua Dobbs put in. Um, we're gonna find out. I guess this is the time of year, man. We're gonna find out who's who, the men amongst
Right.
the boys. I and again, is an interesting fact. I get it. We're gonna find out. But I'm gonna make sure I say this. The New England Patriots have only beaten one team with a winning record, and that was the Buffalo Bills.
Ah.
Let's see if that comes back to haunt. Let's see.
Mm. Yeah.
Let's see what comes back. Um, but I get it. You only can
Hmm.
play who you play, and I get that. But I don't know. We'll just have to see. The Commanders with the Eagles. Um, the Commanders
Hmm.
with another backup quarterback, and then Philly had to see. This is one of those games where you have to really pay attention. Like, did you even bet on the game? Who's playing, who's not? Philly was already they've won their division. They couldn't move up in the seed. So they're going to play backup. So before you consciously bet on the game, you got to go, okay, what game am I really betting on? Um, and that's always a huge factor. The Commanders win. They end up five. Ain't it crazy? Last year, the Commanders were in the NFC almost championship, and this year 5-12. They had this unbelievable star quarterback taking abuse, taking hit. You know what I mean? And trying to get back. For Bay, I don't want. But 24-17. Go back. Commanders. Right, and then the last game, which was the Ravens and Steelers.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised with this. I really was leaning towards the Ravens.
Hmm.
And Derrick Henry had 126 yards, and I know they were playing for a chance for the division. I get that, um, but Lamar needs to heal. He needs to
Absolutely.
heal.
I agree.
Yeah, that poor guy. They got him wearing a special. it wasn't a flake jacket. It was um another special underneath to kind of protect his back and stuff. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like this poor guy. He'll never get he'll never, you know what I mean? It's like he'll never get healthy if they just keep um
Putting
it may have
band-aids on the wound.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it may have been the best thing by them losing that he could go and heal instead
Right.
of re-hurting or whatever and then ruining next year's season. You know, it may have been a blessing in disguise. You never know. But it was a heck of a game. I mean, it came down to that field goal. And then I knew it was over when who was the announcer and he was talking about how great of a kicker he was. I was like, don't say anything.
Uh,
Please don't say anything. And then sure enough, it was like, ah,
mm,
like every time somebody says that, oh, he hasn't missed a field goal in 20 years. Bing, bang. I was like,
great.
golly.
Yep.
Yeah. So Pittsburgh wins the division. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, they're going to get it on now. You know what I mean? We're going to find out. But, you know, this is another thing about Pittsburgh. Uh, let's see, they haven't done well in the postseason in many years. They've been pushed around a lot in the playoffs, one and done. Um, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But it was a very good fourth quarter. I mean, fourth quarter was full of events. And hats off to Baltimore, 8-9. Pittsburgh finished 10-7. All right, guys. When we get back, we got the playoff picture. We finally got who's who. We're gonna break down some games, check at look at some props, see what they got, see who's favored. Um, and then me and Big Lou will give you our opinion on what we think how this could turn out, how you can maximize your dollar. And don't forget to reach out to us on our Facebook page, KM Radio, Facebook page, Sportsbook. So all you got to do is reach out to us if you have any events coming up, any sporting, any events you want us or someone from the station, just reach out to us. We'll get right back with you. All right, guys, don't forget to tune in every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, Tony G and Big Lou on KM Radio, the biggest station in the land where we go ham. Ham Radio, it's your boy Tony G and Big Lou every Tuesday night, the Sports Book. Thanks for tuning in. I hope everyone had a great New Year's. I hope you brought in the New Year's good. And 2026, I hope it's a big year. I hope it's a big year. We're going to try to make it a big year for a sports book. We're going to try to make some things happen. And I wish everyone the best, everyone at the radio station. Like we always tell you guys, if you have something, you have an event, social, I mean, whatever that you have and you need it to be announced, or, you know, reach out to the KM Radio staff. You can reach us on the Facebook page, KM Radio, or the sports book. It all goes through our same hub. And so if you need advertisement, need any kind of event worked, you need an MC, you need a DJ, um, or you just need to know who you need to get with in our community to go, hey, you know, we're trying to do this for the community. How do we reach these people? Ham radio is the spot that you need to be at. It gives you the foothold of what's happening in our city. So take advantage of it. So we're gonna get into the games this week.
Wild card weekend.
Yes, Saturday, Saturday games, Sunday games. This is always cool because we got football on Saturdays. You get a three. I kind of like the football on Saturday and Sunday. It don't have to be a
Yeah.
bunch of games, but just two games. One
Right.
3:30 game, one 7 o'clock game. I kind
Good.
of dig that. Yeah,
Good.
I got well. Then so if that's what you're looking for, then we got you this week. L.A. Rams Carolina Panthers, LA Rams are going to Carolina to play.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're getting 10 points. I know I know on the off the top you're like, oh man, the Rams are, and they are. There's no doubt that the Carolina Panthers probably are probably outmanned on this, but on don't sleep lightly on them. And the reason why I'm saying is sometimes the most dangerous team is a team that ain't got nothing to lose.
Absolutely.
Nobody thought Carolina was going to be. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think they were going to be in the playoffs, and they were in the
I
playoffs.
didn't either. Yeah.
And they won their division, and so they don't have anything to, what I mean, like if they lose, they still are ahead of the game. The Rams, on the
Pretty
other
much.
hand, yeah, the
Yeah.
Rams, on the other hand, they're
Hollywood.
that's yeah, they they're expected to win. Um, the over, let me see now, passing yards. Okay, Matthew Stafford, and the problem with Matthew Stafford is he gets so many yards that it's hard to get any good money on him. In order to make any money, he needs to throw for 270 yards. Okay. 280, 290, 300. I mean, that's a lot of yards. I'm not saying he can't do it, and he has put up some numbers. Um, Young, on the other hand, I mean, if he throws for 220, you get plus 156. But at 220 yards, Matthew Stafford minus 345. So pick your props accordingly. Um, it's 10 points. You gotta lean towards. I mean, you can adjust. You can adjust it to minus. Let me see. Try to adjust it. You can adjust it if you don't like the. It's 10 even. Um, but I'm expecting Lou LA to beat them by 14 points. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on the game?
Um, I think that I'm not sure. I think, but we're still on. I had a brain fart there. What
We're on
had a
the LA
brain fart.
Rams. LA
Okay,
Rams
Rams
and
Panthers.
Tampa. Yes.
Uh, Panthers at home is a toss up because at home they play a little bit better. The defense shows up a little bit harder. But on the other hand, we have LA Rams. Stafford is firing on all cylinders. Puka Nakua is a superhero, basically. And
Yeah,
they get
basically.
Devontae, and I think they get Devontae Adams back too. The tight ends
Okay.
are playing great, and they got a decent running game going. So I think the with all the excitement was going on with the NFC, with the NFC North and all of that, I think that the Rams are going to have something to say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in total agreement. I think, um, yeah, I mean, like I said, on paper, you look at this, and obviously, um, obviously, the Rams are definitely they got more talent. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and they got more experience. It ain't so much that, but just more experience. And I think that is huge. They've been there before. But hats off again to the Panthers. I mean, that's what makes this so great. Um, they're back in it. Hopefully, they can um, add on to it. But like I said, it's a game. But I like Matt, like you said, there's so much props with receiving yards, passing yards. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so there's a lot of money made. The over's 46 and a half. I like that. Um, so yes, there's a lot of action. Um, the Bears and the Packers, and,
Mm.
and then I'm gonna go right to you. I don't
Okay.
have any. I don't have any faith in the Green Bay Packers being consistent. I'm just being honest. And I don't know. Is Love coming back this week? I mean, and then even saying that is what does that mean exactly? You know, I mean, Parsons
Right.
isn't there. I mean, there's a lot of holes. They had a lot of injuries. I mean, I like the. I mean, I know it's a famous rivalry. There's no
Hmm.
doubt about it. There's. I mean, this is huge. Um,
Right.
but Chicago at home.
Mhm.
I mean, the way they've been playing. I
Yes.
mean,
And the way that and the way they lost, you know, and the way that they gave the game to Detroit,
yeah,
that yeah, that probably was going to be an issue. That was an issue. And then it's Green Bay. It's their division. I think they want to get their revenge on them.
I do. I mean, I like the Bears. I like the
Hmm.
Bears all day long. Um,
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's only a point and a half. He pays up
I am
for
too.
cash yards. Let me see. Pass Pass yards will be right there. Okay, they got Jordan Loves that's going to be playing. Okay, so
Okay.
so Caleb Williams for him to throw over 230 yards is plus 127. 220 yards is plus 102. I like
Hmm.
both of those. Jordan Love, 230 is minus 109. That's not terrible. Um,
Hello.
but the question that I have is we've seen Jordan Love not be consistent at times. And like I said, I just think I like Chicago. Minus 1.5. I'm betting on that game. I'm betting on that game right there on Chicago. I may go big on that one. That may be the one I go, hey, this is the one that I like. And I like Chicago because we're playing at home. And I mean, provided there's no great um, injury, I
Right.
think I mean, because anything can happen and an injury comes and then all of a sudden we're void. But I like the Bears. Okay. Now we go to Sunday fun day. All right. So
All right.
on Sunday we're having one, two, three, four games. All right. First game is the Buffalo Bills going down to Jacksonville and playing them. Um,
Hmm.
Buffalo's favorite. I'm gonna tell you what I like about the gambling. I like go right to it. I mean, I like Josh's yards because he in order for the Bills to win, Josh has got to go off. There's no doubt about it. So if you're betting that and you go, well, I mean, so if you go, you're gonna gamble. I mean, let's uh STDs. I mean, Josh Allen for two TDs pays 107. Three TDs is 350. Okay. So you ask me, well,
Okay.
that's a lot. That's a lot, and you're right, it is. But here's the deal, though. The Bills' defense is medium of the line, so they're going to give up some points. So Josh has to score a lot of points, right?
Yes.
And that's where I'm going with. I mean, it's kind of like if we would have had these um, back when Jim Kelly was playing. They put up all
Hmm.
kind of points because they had. I mean, the defense was always on the field. Just so many factors. But a lot of props in here to be made. Sunshine's got some good props. He can pass the ball. Um, there's no doubt about that. We see pass yards. Let me see. Actually, Trevor Lawrence is. You can get a little better action on him to throw 240 yards is plus 101. Plus 109 for Josh, and they're pretty close. But I think this is going to be a wide open game, And the reason I say that is because the Jags can put up points, the Bills can put up points. They got
Mhm.
two mediocre defenses.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
said it. I would say
25,
that.
yeah, ranked 25 over here, 25 4. I mean, it's at the lower, but they got offenses. I like a
Yeah,
bunch of the
yeah,
prop,
yeah.
but bunch of the props. If if the Bills can end up with the ball at the end of the game, they'll win. If the Jaguars do, they'll win.
Mhm.
That's that's what I got. 49ers and Eagles. What do you think? Tell me what you think about that.
Hmm. This is an interesting matchup because the Eagles are at home. Um, there's something going on with the Eagles right now. Hopefully they can get it fixed. 49ers coming in. Um, are they back healthy? I mean, are they're still missing some pieces, aren't they?
San
San
Fran is missing.
Francisco.
Oh yeah, they're missing some people. But you know, it's funny that you say that. Philly's got some injuries, and then Philly just hasn't looked that super this year.
No, no, they have not. Not at all.
And San Fran, San Fran, it's going to be
They've been
interesting.
on.
Yeah, yeah,
It's been a
I kind
tourniquet and a band-aid all season for San Francisco.
yes, it has. But they're going to come prepared because we know their coach. Um, they're going to be well prepared, and it won't be because of that. I'm trying to see. I mean, you could. I like San Fran only because Philly's been playing that bad, just
Yeah,
flat, not
yeah.
bad,
They haven't. It's like
flat.
they're losing their identity.
Yeah, and then the thing is they're not using Saquon Barkley like they were, and then I know he's been hurt. He's had some
Hmm.
issues and stuff, so that's all a factor. It's not the same team that won the Super Bowl
No,
last year.
no.
It's the same. It's a lot of the same people on paper, but it's like they
Right.
changed the way I mean, they were a run heavy team, and this year it's like they're proving a point that they could pass it,
Hmm.
which is fine. But there was when they played some good opponents, it just like San Fran plus the 4.5, and so I
Right.
don't like the over because Phillies games. You already know Phillies games are oh
Hmm.
12-10, 13-9. I mean, it's going to be like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. The Patriots and the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my thing. Remember, I made a comment saying that they didn't beat anybody with a winning record. I think they beat the Chargers with a winning record, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because you already know Justin Herbert, well coached team, but they're imploding. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
They're just it ain't Harbaugh. Harbaugh is a very strict, very regiment coach.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm expecting the Chargers. We're leaving San Diego, gonna fly to New England, and it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be nasty. Um, I think I think that's I mean that's New England all day long, -3.5. I don't see. I mean, I was gonna put together a parlay,
Yeah.
3-team parlay. I would take the Rams, the Bears, and the Patriots. I think that's a 3-team parlay that
Hmm.
wins every day, all day.
Oh
And
yeah.
like I said, there's some factors in there. And one of the big factors again is they're going to New England where it's cold. The Bears are hot. The Packers are not.
Right.
And LA is probably one of the teams to beat in the NFC. Them or Seattle. And I think Carolina's young. I think they're going to give them a good fight. But I think I think in the end it'll be too much. Provided no injury, I think in the end it'll be too much. So that being said, all right. Next game is Houston Texans, Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers are getting 3.5 points. Um,
Mhm.
the over under's 39. I like the under in this only
Yeah,
because yeah, that Houston
Houston
defense.
is going to give Aaron Rodgers some problem. He's going to give him some problem.
Now he does get his number one wide receiver back this week, which
Yes, he
is
does get DK Metcalf back, so
yes,
that's
which
going to be
was
a
a
plus for them.
yes, which was a huge thing against um the Ravens. And if you didn't watch the game, I mean, a guy like that is a threat. A guy like that's the one that got a double team. When that happens, it frees up a lot of other people, and they don't
Hmm.
want to, and they don't want him to be in a man on man. They want to play him in his zone. So, and it changes
Right.
up the format. It changes up everything. Um, so, I mean, I like the Texans,
Hmm.
provided provided CJ Stroud doesn't have 3 interceptions. I mean, provided that, which I don't think. I mean, I don't see that happening. Um, and the Steelers have a good defense, but it's not great. It's not like theirs. Um, but TJ Watt's back. He's in a lot of pain too. He's in a lot of pain. He's coming back from that caved. Is the word caved or collapsed lung? He
Collapse. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in a lot of pain yesterday. Um,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
so that being that being said, I mean I like Houston. I like the under. I like Houston. There's 3.5 more than I like the under. Um, but like I said, I mean I like the Texans that game. I think Pittsburgh's going to be, and they are playing at home. Now here's one where there is an advantage where a lot of this could change. Lou,
Yes, sir.
no, January in Pittsburgh is not nice.
No, no, it's not. It's not nice at all.
That could be the other. That could be that thing that could sway it to Pittsburgh. And so now all of a sudden,
Hmm.
when you start breaking the game down, because first sights, looking at the Texans and go, oh yeah, but now all of a sudden you got to look up the weather, and you get another snow game like we watched the Bills a couple weeks ago, and I don't know how the Texans do in that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know because they play. I mean, they're not used to that. I think the colder it is, the better it is for Pittsburgh. I think that's a huge, um, a huge, a huge deal. But yeah, I'd look at that. I'd look at that game and check out the weather. Like I said, another weather game, which is a huge advantage, is the Patriots playing the Chargers. After that, there's no other ones because San Francisco is going to Philly. We all know that's. I mean, that's cold and cold. It doesn't really matter. Buffalo going to the Jaguars is a relief, and um, Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears. That's two cold places. Neither one of them games. And the Rams are going to Carolina, which isn't normally cold anyway.
Hmm.
So that is. Let me pull this up. That's our game for Sunday. I wanted to recap a little bit of a little bit of um, NBA. We had talked today where um, Atlanta Atlanta Hawk. Let me see. There we go. NBA. There it is. Trey Young from Atlanta. Yeah, I got it. There you go. I said everyone's name, but that Lou was like, "Who?" I was like, Trey. Um, see, this is
Yeah,
the kind of
Trey,
stuff. That's the kind of stuff I don't get.
Right.
Unbelievable point guard. Why not
Yeah.
get him? Yeah, why not get him what the team needs and build around him?
Right.
I don't see. It's kind of like the Greek freak. If they let him leave Milwaukee, they're fools.
Yeah.
I don't get the man what he needs.
And what
I
it
don't.
needs.
Yeah, get him what he needs, and instead you're um I don't know. It's just kind of. It would be cool to see Trey Young go to San Antonio.
Yeah, that would be cool. But I think I don't think what San Antonio is putting together got put together right now. I think that's going to suffice.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I think you're 100%. I think you're 100%.
Yeah,
Um,
the Thunder Killers.
they are. They are the real deal. They are the real deal Thunder Killers. They are no. If they win another championship with Popovich, man, that's going to be. He's got to be 70 years old, huh?
Yeah, I
75.
think so.
No, 75
I
maybe.
I think so. He should be close. If not, he's close.
I mean, he's been coaching for a long. I mean, at least 20 years. Um,
Oh yeah.
so, and it doesn't look like Oklahoma's going to get that. Um, what is it, 72-9 season?
No, they're not
I
gonna
mean,
get there.
they're 30-6 right now.
Yeah, they're still good. Great,
Yeah, it's
great
great.
action.
Oh yeah,
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 great
yeah.
action. But yeah, they're just not gonna. That's just one milestone they're not gonna reach. But it's not a big deal. Just keep playing the basketball y'all know how to play, and I'm pretty sure we're definitely going to see them in the West Coast Conference Finals or the finals altogether.
How are your Lakers? Your Lakers are in first place, 22-11. Um, well, that's off. But I was thinking about what you said, and you made a really good comment because I was listening to another Laker fan talk, and you made a comment, and you're a Laker fan, and you said it's all basically what you said. What I got out of it, it's all great. They can win a bunch of games, but without any defense, it'll never be a championship.
Absolutely,
Yeah, and
absolutely. So
somebody else was like, no, 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 and I was like, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, you gotta be able to stop
you
somebody.
got to defend the rim, and you got to be able to stop your opponents from scoring points. You got to make it to
Yes,
where they dare not come inside the paint for anything. Got to be somebody there that can take them up, and it's not. And they know that we can score a lot of points.
yes,
We
yes.
just need a defensive scheme. Maybe JJ he's schemed some things up. I guess but it's NBA coaching is hard.
Absolutely. I'll tell you another one that I'm surprised that is not doing as well is the Mavericks. I really thought they would have had way better than. I mean, they're 13-23. Um,
We're talking Anthony Davis trade, ridiculous.
yeah,
Like at
and
least
they
wait
got
till Kyrie comes back and see what happens with him, Kyrie and Cooper Rush.
Cooper
But
Rush is playing well.
I said
He's
Cooper
playing.
Rush. Ain't that the quarterback?
Yeah, Cooper Rush. Yeah.
That's his name?
No,
Cooper
you're right.
Flag. Cooper
Cooper
Flag.
Flag. And I went and I went along with you, which is crazy. Um, yeah, he.
A
Yeah,
sportsbook army, get at me in the comments with a bunch of Cooper Flag emojis and Cooper Flag pics. Put them in the comments and not and Cooper Rush as well.
right. Um, trying to see, trying to see who the worst Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn's at the bottom. Indiana Pacers are at the bottom. Washington Wizards at the bottom. Yeah.
That was also a possible landing spot for Trey Young as well.
Washington Wizards.
hmm It's not
Oh
in
man.
stone, but they was going over some possible places that he could go, and I was like, yeah, but
Yeah, they haven't had a team. Oh man, that's just, yeah, that's going from the frying pan into the fire. I mean, it's just not. Um, Golly, yeah.
I
I
don't
was
see it.
hoping. Yeah. Well, I mean, he already got paid. I mean, I don't think it's the bag.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. We'll talk about. So
I
next
think
week,
they're trying to go young, and they're trying to get the most that they can get
yeah, I
for
get
him.
it. It's just it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
business. It's a
yeah.
business like everything else. Look, guys, I want to thank everyone for tuning in every Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Tony G, Big Lou. Don't forget we have drops all week long. We might give you a couple picks, maybe some basketball picks, maybe a prop pick. So I want to thank everyone again for tuning in every Tuesday night. Big Lou, thank you, buddy, and thank everyone over at the Hey Have Ready headquarters. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. Tony G, Big Lou, the biggest station in the land, Ham Radio, where we go.
Man.
Booyah.